on a whim, decided to start creating furniture for tall people. And I know this is prejudice against maybe short people, but I also have created furniture for short people. I have a client that's very short, and I did one piece for her. But I decided I'm tall, my husband's tall, and coming out of an airplane, which he announced that he could never fly coach ever again because it was so uncomfortable, and I have a whole problem with airplanes, which I won't go into, but I decided that there's a whole lot of us out there that don't fit in furniture. And this also came about when I went to a Martha Stewart show that she did specifically on tall people. And even to just sit in the audience, you had to be 6 foot and above, men and women. And in there, the woman who wrote the book on being tall talked about statistically how only it's something like, I think, 2 or 5% of the population actually fits in the size furniture that we all consider normal and standard dimensions. And I started thinking about it, and I started thinking about my bad back and this and that, and I realized, I was fitting in furniture that was way too small, as was my husband, as was my whole family, tall, very tall people. So after a very funny conversation with some friends, I just said, I'm just going to create furniture for tall people. And that's how it started. And it's great because the whole idea is to not create something that's overscaled. Overscaled does not necessarily mean it fits you. Being tall, you still have to fit normal people too. And so the furniture has to be created in such a way that it is balanced with normal size furniture, because let's say you have a tall husband and a short wife and the same piece of furniture has to sit in the room. How do you make that work together where the scale is correct for everything and not look like this giant bulbous chair in the middle of this very delicately done and designed room? So that's what I try to do with my furniture. I don't want it to be this oversized, bulbous, sort of grand, large design for giant people. I want it to fit in the space, but yet that person can sit in that piece and feel absolutely comfortable and not feel uncomfortable. I've literally sat in furniture where I felt like a giant, and it's not a comfortable feeling.